I'm Ivan Decker, and you're in the chat room at Tyrant Studios.
We welcome you to the chat room at Tyrant Studios.
Coming to you high above the legendary penthouse in downtown Vancouver.
And we are presented in part by Canadian Club CC&G, now in the new cranberry flavor.
With a soccer ball at the bottom.
Oh, is there something going on with
Yeah.
it?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So we welcome them. My name is Joe Larry, along with Danny Filipponi, BC Entertainment Hall of Famer, and noted author and Vancouver historian, unfortunately not to be a counselor. In the city
that's
of
right,
Vancouver,
yeah. We'll get to
Mr.
that later.
Aaron Chapman. Our guest is funny man Ivan Decker.
Yes!
Welcome to the show, funny
thank
man.
you.
Funny man.
Thank you. What a treat to be back. So fun.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's gotten louder and busier and more boisterous in the ensuing time. But you're a busy guy. I didn't realize you split your time between here and L.A. now.
Yeah. I've been going back and forth, and then on the road as well. So it's really just I'm in the airport all the time.
So
that's just where I live.
You're a dad.
Yep.
So do you miss family?
Of course. Yeah. I do. Video calls. If you like having a phone pointed at the ceiling while you try to connect with your children, work on the road. It's nice.
Yeah.
Point it at your face. This is a lot of that. Point it at your face. I want to see your face. No, don't. Where are you going with the phone?
So tell me, Ivan, when you're traveling, I know we talk about airports. I don't know if you do anything, but it's nuts lately.
Yeah, it's a terrible place, the airport, because nobody in there you're ever going to see again.
Yeah.
No one's at their best at the airport. You're all, every time I'm in the airport, I'm exhausted. I'm just trying not to freak out.
Yeah.
Because if you freak out at the airport, that's it. You only get one, and then you're on a list forever. Right? Like, you freak out at Walmart, they're like, see you tomorrow. It's fine. Sleep it off, man. Come back and get your hot dogs the next day.
I love it.
But airport, they're like, okay, now it's going to be tough for you forever.
So you're touring. I know you're doing a bit of a Canadian tour. I know you're in Victoria.
Yes.
You're going to Kamloops, the whole Kelowna, the whole bit. Tell us about the tour and what it's all about. I know sometimes you have themes when you go on tours. Like different types of shows. Tell us what's
So
up
this
there.
show, it's called the $1 Million Comedy Tour.
Sure. It starts right here. Yeah.
It starts, we did shows in Whistler last month, and then it's presented by Just for Laughs Vancouver, which is very cool. They have a festival every February that if you haven't checked out while you're in Vancouver, do it. They bring in some incredible comedians from all over the country and all over the world. Yeah. But we have, shows in Kelowna and Victoria, and then finishing it off in Kamloops.
So what are some things that are on your mind these days? I know you came here to the Tyrant Studios, and you've done a couple pre-shows and stuff. I mean, tell the folks here.
He's described as an observationalist comic. So
Yes.
what are you observing?
I'm observing right now that nobody has any money. That's what I.
That's the $1 million tour. Yeah.
I'm calling it that as it's a joke.
Aspirational,
because I talk about one of the bits I talk about in it is how it's been very fun during my lifetime to watch $1 million become not enough money.
Absolutely.
Right. Like it used to be a lot. When I was a kid, if you had $1 million, it was like, buy a balloon. You could live in a cloud forever. You're a millionaire.
Yeah.
Now, if someone tells you, like, people used to say, like, oh, that's $1 million idea. People used to say that all the time. Someone tells you that now, that's a bad idea. That's a bad business idea.
Yeah.
You're like, I thought it was pretty good. They're like, no way, you're going to burn through your venture capital Q1. You'll never see a return. Come up with a $20 million idea, then come back.
Come back and see us.
Classic. I love it.
Yeah, and so I've changed my shopping habits. Obviously, I can't afford the same kind of thing. I noticed if I'm at the grocery store and I pick up a box and I turn it over and it says "Our Story" on the back, I cannot afford that product. The only story I can afford is once upon a time we petitioned the FDA to relax its regulations to allow us to put old rope in this soup. Enjoy your old rope.
Enjoy it. It's high in fiber, though.
It's great. Hey, I love old rope. I grew up eating old rope.
I love it.
So you have a Netflix or a YouTube special called Popcorn.
Yes, yeah.
Is this one of your obsessions, popcorn?
I do. I have a whole bit on there about how much I love popcorn. Because I think it was a sort of a challenge to myself, if I can be serious. So much of comedy is like negative. You're basically saying, like, here's something I hate, or here's something I've noticed that is bad. And I challenged myself to write a bit about something I loved.
Sure.
And tried to come at comedy from like a positive, lifting something up. And so I have this 10-minute bit on how
People
much I
love
love
popcorn. They love it, sure.
And yeah, you can watch the special to see that. But it came at an interesting time because I wrote the whole thing during the pandemic, and so it sort of talks about that and my relationship with my wife, going from a long-distance relationship when we first met to then quarantining in an apartment, which,
There's a switch. Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh, a long-distance relationship is very tough. You know what's harder? A close-distance relationship. Much more difficult.
Yeah.
Living in a one-bedroom for 2 years.
Quarantine love affair.
That's some tight fights.
Wow.
I love it. So when you're up on stage, I think last time we talked. So tell the audience here, what is when you go Just for Laughs, I know Montreal, and places like that. So you're in front of thousands of people, and all it takes is just one person in the audience to change the show, or have you sort of
a little bit? I think, it depends. Like sometimes people they can be relentless, but usually like one or two little shouts, people get excited. I'm from an interrupter family. I grew up with interrupters. Some people don't know what I'm talking about, but if you're not from an interrupter family, first of all, congratulations on finishing a story once in a while around your family, I guess. But for me, it was always like someone's going to jump in, and so you have choices there.
Be prepared.
Yeah, basically my option in my family was just don't stop talking. They want to try, go ahead and try. I have a microphone. You're not going to win.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm still going to talk, and you can try, and then people around them usually will shut them up. If there's a good interaction, like if someone heckles and it has something to do with what I'm talking about, and I can shift to it, then it's fine, and it can be very fun, and it can be exciting for people. But I think that a lot of comedy right now, they're doing that. They're doing crowd work. They're going into the audience and actively finding. Like I bring things. I have stories. I have bits that I've brought in.
It feels like
advance.
Matt Wright's whole act is doing crowd work.
Yeah, and some people really love it.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times can you find out how people met before you're kind of like, all right.
Yeah.
Let's move this down the road.
On a more serious note, all the late night talk shows that are getting a lot of heat, obviously.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts on that? I mean, it is crazy, right?
It's a wild time, but it's a hard format to maintain, I think, because with the advent of social media, all of the jokes that would have existed in the monologue in times past, you already get them.
They're already out.
The second it happens. So it's so hard. I really feel for these writers of these late night shows, because it's like the show doesn't come on till 10 o'clock at night, and by that point,
by 1 p.m. it's already
everybody's already observed what's happened, and the whole jokes have gone through an entire arc, and there's been arguments, and it's like by the time it hits the air, it's already changed.
Yeah.
And then the interview portion, I mean, we're doing it now. The podcast has sort of taken over that segment of it, so it's a tough thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, I love late night. I grew up with it. Watching Conan was such an incredible thing for me as a kid to get to see these hilarious
And you
bits
got to be on Conan O'Brien's show.
Yeah, I was on it.
He is hilarious.
He's the best.
I love Conan. Yeah.
His episode of Hot Ones. If you haven't seen, if you watch Hot Ones,
yeah.
Hot Ones is like a very great interview show where they eat spicy
Eating
wings.
the spicy wing,
but Conan's episode is like he's so funny.
Is he just when you're just talking? Is he funny just naturally? Like is he?
Oh yeah.
He's
people.
always going right.
He's an expert of the form.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love his expressions when he does that.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, it's great.
So when can Vancouver audiences potentially see Ivan Decker on stage, observationalist humor?
Yeah. Well, if you'd like to go to Victoria, June 12th, I'll be at the McPherson Playhouse.
Great room. Lovely venue.
Yeah,
Lovely venue.
I'm very excited about that. But then also, if you go to the Interior, Family Interior, it's Kelowna on June 11th, and then Kamloops June 13th. So please come and see those shows if you can. And then if not, if you want to stay local, stay in Vancouver, I'm usually involved in the Just for Laughs Festival in February. So if you can wait till then, I will be. I'll be doing a show for
Check
that.
out the website.
No, it's great. Like I said, Ivan's been up here at Tyrant Studios when we have comedy nights.
I remember that. Yeah.
And some people, were just sort of catching on who he was.
Yeah.
And now he's a big shot now. Now,
and there is no worries about having to cover the youngin's ears because you work clean.
Yeah, I work primarily clean.
And generally very well attired. I mean, you're more casual today than I've seen you ever.
Yeah. It's part of my whole new persona of not being able to afford anything. You can't really wear a suit and tie and be like, everything's too expensive, am I right? Anyway, let me fix my pocket square.
Well, we will have you back. It's a pleasure as always. Folks, Ivan Decker.
Thanks for having Decker. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me, guys.